Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, all the way from Israel. We are continuing to be an international show. I'd like to welcome Scott Janosz, the VP of Global Sales and Alliances at Elsight. Elsight offers advanced connectivity technology, ensuring reliable, secure, high bandwidth, bidirectional data transformation from anywhere to anywhere over existing network infrastructure. My good friend Meredith Karam, the CRO at the JS Group, told me that you're currently launching the first ever Cradlepoint competitor with 4 independent modems in one box. With 5G being such a hot topic, apparently Elsight is using a bonding algorithm coupled with AI technology to simultaneously create the biggest pipe, delivering the connection confidence that everyone wants. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate it. And obviously, watching your show and seeing that you're going more international, I'm happy you made a stop in Israel.
It's great to be here with you, man. I really appreciate it. Well, I probably butchered up your value proposition in my opening. So why don't you explain what services Elsight provides and for whom?
Actually, I thought you did a fantastic job. I probably should have recorded that. But yeah, so Elsight is a Cradlepoint competitor, Digi competitor. We provide our platform not only for that kind of value proposition, but also for drones and UAVs. Essentially, we do have 4 independent modems that sit in one box. We bond those independent connections to create one big bandwidth pipe. The cool thing about it is that we also infuse it with AI technology. So we're always sniffing out the best possible network connection to make sure that we always provide that reliable bandwidth. And because we are breaking up, we're putting that bandwidth over those 4 independent connections simultaneously, we're also able to encrypt the data that's going over, send it over encrypted, so it's essentially unhackable. And at the other end, we basically decrypt it, reassemble it, and be able to provide that at the speed that people are looking for with that wireless connection.
That's great, man. That's great. I discussed Cradlepoint as a competitor, but what is the competitive landscape like, and how is your solution better or different?
Yeah, it's an intriguing question when we start talking about the competitive landscape, because if you just position us as that sort of SD-WAN or digital wireless box, then we do have competitors. You do have Cradlepoint and you do have Digi and others. But the biggest differentiation, if we just talk about that competitive element, is the fact that they just have a redundant connection. You may have 2 SIMs there, but one SIM does not bond with the other SIM. Whereas on our platform, we're bonding all 4 of those independent SIMs into one big pipe. Also, they're not leveraging new technologies such as AI and machine learning, whereas our platform is. We do leverage that AI to be able to sniff for the best possible connection and make sure we maximize that connection. And then for other positioning areas where people are utilizing our platform, like drones and UAV, where it's not a stationary box like a Cradlepoint or a Digi, our platform is being utilized for like drones and UAVs that are flying 70, 100 miles per hour. We're leveraging AI technology to automatically even switch networks on the fly. So we really don't have competitors within that landscape doing that. But in the simple Cradlepoint Digi area, I would call them competitors. But again, the value proposition is the bonding of the pipe, the ability to definitively encrypt all of that data, and the AI infusion.
Well, it's incredible. It's a whole new technology. You really redefined a whole new industry, man. It's pretty amazing stuff, and it's on the Top Gun Show. What a great place to get that message out. You've said a lot here. What's the #1 takeaway that you want the viewers to absorb?
Well, I would say the opportunity in what we're doing in terms of, like you said, we're disrupting the industry a little bit. So literally the industry hasn't been disrupted in almost a decade. No really net new technologies, no infusion of different sort of investments, making those technologies better and obviously more evolved. So the biggest takeaway would be not only is it time to disrupt the industry, but to leverage those kind of evolving technologies, AI, machine learning, to be able to provide that much better bandwidth connection. So within that evolution of the opportunity, taking advantage of that would be the biggest takeaway, is being able to go out to current customers and replace some of that old legacy technology. And obviously, partners in the channel, with our ability to provide this net new technology, there's a huge opportunity providing value proposition down to your clients, but also extending and enhancing their revenue streams, and even adding net new revenue streams with the multiple SIMs and the carrier agnosticity, being able to provide AT&T, T-Mobile, US Cellular, and Verizon all on one box. There's obviously good revenue opportunities in the wireless space.
Yeah, so what's the call to action here? What can sales partners do or end users do to get more information?
Yeah, I mean, simply, you can go out to our website and check out the information and reach out. Certainly, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm sure you'll be providing my connection link there, or leverage the partners that we have. As you stated at the beginning of the show, Meredith Karam, CRO at JSG Group. We partnered with JSG and Janet Shines and Barb, the rest of the amazing team there. So reach out to them, reach out to Elsight, and we'll certainly be able to provide you more information about the value proposition, the opportunity, and the technology.
Right on, perfect. Well, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun Show and that you know that there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun, interesting little fact about yourself?
Yes, so getting to that question. I would say that I'm a DC boy through and through, and I can actually say that because I was born on one of the beltways in DC. Actually, on the way to Bethesda Naval Hospital, I was born in a little tiny sports car there. So I obviously born in the car, but I haven't been able to get my parents to admit if I was conceived in the car.
Well, that's a topic for another show. I think of born in the cloud too. You know, that's a term that's thrown around, and you're born in a car. That's pretty cool. Well, Scott, hey, I want to thank you for being on the show today. Great technology. Love that you chose the Top Gun Show to get it out there. Thank you very much.
Steve, thank you so much. Absolute honor, and I look forward to watching future shows.
Right on. Thanks for watching, everybody.